up and sit down.
Yeah, it's sinking all right now, mate. It was just a bit of lag, mate. Oh, hello, folks. All right. Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and Davey Pop.
Over at Model Maker Dave's workshop.
Hello, folks. Yeah, a bit last minute rush there. I got into watching James, bless him, the model officer, who is occupying the slot just before us, two reprobates of a Sunday morning. So if you're still up and about, James, and rubbing the sleeping dust out your eyes, geez, well done, mate. Nice to see so many people turn up, and welcome to the Sunday crew, mate. Yeah, we've got quite a few people in the old chat as well, Dave. But yeah, morning, everyone.
Morning, afternoon.
Yeah, well, yeah, morning, afternoon. Yeah, bless him. What have we got? We've got a few people in the old chat already. We've got Nat in, Dexterous Crafter. Morning, everyone, she says. And Lewis is morning, Nat. Are you in the doghouse, are you, Lewis? I kind of caught the crash last night, and yeah. Quano Man is saying hello, everyone. Saul, I think it was yours, Quano Man, or was it, what's his name? I can't think of his name now. It'll come to me. But someone put some shelving photos up in the page there earlier on. I know who the guy is, and I can't think of his name. I'm having a bit of a name moment. Model Making Truckers going morning, Quano Man. Dexter's Crafters saying hello, Quano Man. He's got his bucket of coffee, Dave. How we doing? We're doing all right, mate. Dave, I had a bit of a shave during the week. I must admit, I was looking a bit like an old tramp, mate. But
I've had a bit of a trim around the chin, but the trim on the top hasn't happened yet.
No, we had a bit of a beard accident, though. Someone gave a large up the middle of his beard without putting his adjuster comb on it, and I kind of ended up with these two long tufts sticking out. Yeah, I kind of went a bit shorter than I thought I would, but yeah, so I'm gonna have to grow it out again, mate. So I'm missing my, how can I say this? My mullen strokage, you know what I mean, off the chin. Moving on.
On that one, mate.
Yeah. Morning, people. Just grabbing bacon and sausage. Oh, mate, mint. Oh, I'm having some of that. Morning, Andy. How you doing? He's saying, morning, Lewis. I've seen that, hasn't hung you from the gallows. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, Lewis, my old mate, I had to pull the gallows pictures last night. Don't get me wrong, mate, you've done nothing wrong, and we all know you. But a lot of people didn't, and they was a little bit miffed, mate, and it was causing a few issues. So I've had to pull it. But please, 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 don't be offended in any way, mate. It's just there's delicate times at the moment. Model Making Trucker is asking me how I am. I'm fine. I'm dandy. I'm seriously windswept and interesting, and I've even polished my head. So yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. I just realised, Dave, that sounded not good. What else?
You're on your own again.
Sorry?
You're on your own again on that one.
Thanks, mate. Your support is duly noted. He's like this, you know, folks. He lulls me into a false sense of security. I drop myself in it, and he goes, I'm pulling that rug from out under your feet, mate. You're on your own. I can always rely on Dave to take that one step back when everyone's asking for a volunteer. Oh, mate. Nim is in. Morning, Nim. Hope you're doing okay, love. And keep them old drawings coming, because
yeah, definitely.
An hidden talent there. Quano saying hi, Colin. I still can't think of the person I'm trying to think of, Dave. Oh, it's doing my noggin in. I know
Well, I
it.
know one thing. It's not me that's put any shelves up.
No, I can see his logo and that, but I can't look in the gallery at the moment. Well, blow it. There you go. Dan Eep put them up. It was Quano Man. Duh, I'm so sorry, Dan. Yeah. I knew. Yeah. Yeah, he's put up some really sexy shelving, folks, and they're in the gallery. So, yeah, I've had a little scrolly pops down there because I got the notification come through on my phone when James was on, and I had a quick looky-loo on my phone, and I'll tell you something, mate. That's a seriously sexy bit of shelving. That's all I'll say on that. We'll have we'll have a little sneak peek on that. He's saying hello to Nim. Some bloke called Festa. I'm fine, folks. Just watching James. Yeah, I was, mate. I kind of forgot to put the hangout up for his lordship there. He was probably sat there thinking I was curled up in bed, but I was sat here with my cup of tea, my feet up, and a bacon butty, watching James this morning. And
I was watching James and thoroughly enjoying it because I had me breakfast rolls. I've been sat here doing some model making stuff, and yeah, quite a chilled morning. And I thought, and I thought, oh, we've got to do a show in a minute.
Yeah, I kind of sitting here and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, and I snuzzled the old neck into the cushion. I put the old massager on, and I'm like, morning, James. All right, mate. I'm chomp, chomp, chomp. Brown sauce down the side of my chin.
Did the old chomp chomp while he was doing his show, and I think he's onto something there.
Yeah.
Sunday he's getting crowded.
Yeah, well, welcome aboard, mate, and a nice little start of the day. Yeah, so pardon me. Nat saying hello to Nim. Budget modeler's in saying good morning. Morning, budget modeler. Hope you're okay. Model making trucker saying hi, Steph. Steve's in over at Totally Scale Models. Morning, Steve. Hope you're doing well. Loving the Klingon Cruiser. I've seen that posted up as well, mate. So, yeah, I kind of loaded my Facebook, Dave, and I did a quick, you know, when you just do that check on your screen, and you just make sure everything's talking, you know. And I whipped down and I saw the shelves and the Klingon, and I'm like, oh, there's some nice stuff in the old gallery there. So, I'm super excited.
You've been sneaking a peek, haven't you?
I have. I've seen 3 of the posts, and that's it. I've not seen any more. So I have been good. But I had to persuade myself to come off of it because, yeah, I was looking at the stuff on Quano Man's shelves, mate, thinking some nice little bits on the go there, mate. He's also saying he's just had a go at uploading some pictures of the shelving I put together. Should make for a fun game of who can name the geeky item on them. Yeah, my inner nerd started getting released. I think Dave's will as well when he sees it. And yeah. Lewis is saying hello, Steve. Sarge is in. Oi, oi, you bunches. Hello, Sarge. Nice to catch up with you last night, mate. Hadn't seen you for a little while and was getting a bit concerned about my right-hand fucking wing. Oh, right-hand wing man there, mate. So, yeah. Little pop there of a swear word. Apologies, folks, this time of day and all of that. Look. So Sarge is in. Raging Model is saying morning. Nah. Mike Mountain's in. Scaly Models, a.k.a. Dad. Hope you're doing all right, guys. He's on later on today as well, and he's in between shows, so he's getting rather crowded, isn't it, mate?
It is.
Steve saying, sorry, no foodie pictures this week. Not been in the mood. Oh, bless you, mate. Hope you're all right, Steve. The wife has done most of the cooking. Although I'm cooking a bit of bacon and eggs for some brunch. Well, enjoy, mate. And I hope you're all right, fella, because, you know, if the demons are at you, Steve, or in any way, shape or form you're on a downer, us 2 reprobates will sit and make you smile, mate, because we're a right pair of scatty old farts, ain't we, Dave? And
definitely.
Yeah. That's me saying hello to Sarge. Mike saying hello, Nat and Lewis. Nat saying definitely not James. Totally Scale Models, laugh out loud at James. So James is in somewhere. I must have missed you. Good morning. There he is. Well, hello all. Is it too early for a beer? No, it isn't, mate. Have yourself a celebratory beer, mate, and put your feet up.
Definitely.
And yeah.
Well, somewhere in the world, the sun has dropped past the yard out.
Do you recognise that icon, Dave? Jacqueline Stevens is in. Jacqueline, I've got a little treat for you. Dave knows where I'm going with this. I'm going to be releasing a video on my YouTube this week, Jacqueline, and it's the latest episode of the Death Race build. All I'll say to you, be very observant when the opening credits come up. I know Dave spat his coffee out when he saw it because he's had a preview of it, and yeah, I may have been up the mischief. Mike's asking how I am. I'm fine, mate. You know how it is, Dad. Yeah, I'm fine, mate. Hope everything's all right your end, mate. You know what I mean. And love and hugs to my lady. Sergeant Bones is saying, no, it's never too early for a beer. I like your thinking, Sarge. I've got to ask you, Sarge, in that Bradley, not that you would do this, but I am hypothesizing, but was there a little six-pack stashed in the corner? Or would that have been an offence? Just ask him, mate.
I think if there was, I think it would have been stashed and camouflaged in other bottles.
Yeah. Just a thought, mate, because there must have been times in theatre where you thought, you know, something I could just do with a little beer. But I don't know the protocols as to whether that would be, yeah. Raging Modeler is morning at Festas. Are you all right, Squire? I'm fine and dandy, mate. You know, like anything, you know, life can be up and down like a yo-yo, can't it, Dave, at times? And yeah, the demons have been there letting me know they're still about, but, you know, with the support of me in a network, I get through it. What have we got there? Raging Modeler. I have improved my eye painting skills this week. You will see. Yeah, if I'm painting eyes on a figure, I hold it upside down because someone told me that it fools your brain and you don't get Marty Feldman eyes in different directions if you do it that way. So a tip I was given many years ago, hold it upside down, mate, and just paint your eyes and then spin it round and they won't be cross-eyed. But it works for me, whether or not that's any particular reason or to do with that, but that's what I do.
Well, I must admit, I've tried your idea and it works for me as well.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's a bit like yellow under red, Dave, until you've done it.
Yeah.
You don't give it a think, do you?
No, you just wouldn't think that combination would work.
No, but it does. It comes up all right. You know, Model Making Mayhem is saying hello, CRJ, Common Road Junction, which is Archie. Morning, Archie. Hope you're all right, fella. He's saying hello to us. There's a lot of people in chat, mate.
No.
Steve is saying cheers, mate. You know how it is, Steve. We are a close-knit group of blokes that have got to know each other over the years, and you know, Steve won't mind me saying that he's got diabetes and he's been up against the wall with it. You know, for the last year, it's been biting at him and gnawing at him and really sort of messing him about. And he's put on a brave face, but I know in the background, he kind of gets a little bit at times, and the offer's there, Steve, anytime you need it, mate. You're one of us, fella, in a manly kind of way. Model officer saying, pizza's in his oven and some figures on the bench. Dude, that's your day made.
So it's all round to James's for pizza then?
Oh, yeah. Well, for you.
So that's for a roasting.
Yeah, for you lot, but if he can bung me in a bacon pitter, I'll be an happy man. Talking of pizzas, Dave, here, that pizza Mum Mrs. showed you the other night. Honestly, she's like a little TARDIS, isn't she?
What was it, 18-inch?
18-inch pizza. She come walking out. I got myself a pizza, and she started giggling and collapsed. And I opened the kitchen door and saw this box, and I dragged her in here and said, "Here, show him your pizza." Yeah, 5'0" and barely any meat on her, and she's got an 18-inch pizza that she chowed on. Good girl, mate.
All in one sitting, or was it over two?
Sorry?
All in one sitting or over two?
She had 2 slices left, Dave. And she was sat on the settee, mate, honestly, with her feet up, rubbing her belly, going, "Oh, I told you would be." But she went, I wanted to get the last 2 slices, she said, but she had them the following morning, though, mate, the cup of tea. Good girl.
There's nothing wrong with that. Bit cold pizza in the morning.
Yeah, Alicia Williams is in. That is James's other half, I do believe, saying hello, everyone. Colin, our daughter, Shania, says hiya. Hiya, Shania. Hello, love. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, I am that bloke who's doing the Harley Quinn. Yeah. James is saying, just uploading new video of my new channel. If anyone's interested, go check it out. Is that on the group or the page, James? And obviously, video-wise, I try not to play them live on air, but I do watch them. It's just I got caught out a couple of times with background music. And, yeah, mind you, you are looking at the bloke who decided to put up one of his early videos with a Metallica album playing in the background. Didn't give it a thought, to be honest. James is saying I spotted it, laugh out loud. Yeah. Yeah, it may have been in the background of the Death Race build. And James, because the Death Race film has gone up on Patreon, I tend to put the stuff on Patreon so that patrons get early viewage for a few days before it goes on the channel. So I've got a feeling that he's seen the intro credits and yeah. Sergeant Bones is saying he's made beans and cheese on toast with a nice sunny side up egg on the top with a beer on the side. It's brunch time.
Yeah. You know, he was doing all right up until he mentioned the sunny side up.
Yeah, see, cheese and eggs. It's funny. I looked at the pizza my missus had, and I thought I'd love to have a chew on that, the pizza. But I can't have cheese, mate. It's cheese and eggs. I don't know why. I just get and yeah. What are we saying there? Scanny Models. Apologies to anyone's comments I missed on my stream last week. Didn't notice until afterwards. Laugh out loud. Good plug for your stream there, Dad. I like how you did that, mate.
Subtle, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was as subtle as an anvil falling on my head. Yeah, mate. No, you don't need to apologise. I mean, I do it all the time. That's the thing when you're live. Chat can move sometimes in such large jumps that you do miss the odd person, you know. And at the end of the day, we do it as best we can. But I normally just say, look, if I've missed anyone, apologies. It's but it's not a deliberate thing. It's just I talk a lot, don't I, Dave?
I'd never have noticed, mate.
No, Nim's saying, debating on whether or not to order breakfast or wait a few hours and order lunch. Well, what you can do is you can order breakfast now and then wait an hour or a couple of hours and order your lunch, and you've got a little bit of cold nibbles for later on if you're a bit peckish. What do you reckon, Dave?
Oh, yeah. Do both and then just combine it all together and have a brunch lunch.
Yeah, have a good pig out with your feet up, watching us two idiots with either a nice cup of coffee or a drink or a drink of your choice. Alicia's saying, now I posted a few pics up of diamond arts that James and I have done. If you're interested, happy days. I'm just going to have a swig of tea.
Go on in. Yeah, you said about James finishing his upload of his video for his channel.
Yes. Scaly's saying unintended laugh out loud. I know, mate. It's one of them things, Dad. You know what I mean?
It happens.
Yeah, you know, the old live thing. It always looks easy when other people do it. And you do. You've got one eye on the chat. You've got one eye on the group. You've got one eye on your stream to make sure it's still up there and that it's healthy. And the chat can, like I say, can sometimes and it's gone, and you're like, oh, I'm lost now. And I've had it on the e-models on a Monday where I'm trying to keep an eye on it, and you sit there like that, staring at the camera because you're looking at the chat, and you're like. And then suddenly you're like, yeah, I've got to remember that I'm actually supposed to be interacting with people. So, yeah. Common Road Junction is saying, I do believe he was saying until I clicked it yet again, I need to get a desk chair. Anyone got any good suggestions? Well, I've got one of them, mate. And it's a gaming chair with neck rest, but it's got loads of buttons on the side here that are for the massage unit that is built in. And I must admit, I sit here and I flick that on, and it's got a footrest that sticks out underneath, and I've nodded off in this chair.
Defy anyone not to nod off in it.
Yeah, I had to do an upgrade because since my spine op, I've struggled a bit with the fusion side of things, and having this massage unit built into the chair has been a godsend on a bad day, so I had to make a change. What have we got there? We've got Chris has just popped in. Afternoon all, popping in and out as I get on with real world stuff. I know, Chris, it's Sunday, mate. Do what you need to do, and thanks for popping in and saying hi. I take it are you doing your War Amster this week, or is Ted on instead? I'm not sure whether you two are rotating Sundays or not. Can't remember, mate. No, so it could be a segue, a plug for either you or Ted, but keep an eye out on the Sunday shows because there are a few of us streaming on a Sunday. Sunday even. Leisha saying hello. Chris. Model officer saying 3 screens in live feed, all at different times. It is fun. Yeah, I've got one there, and I've got the other one on the side of the computer there now. And I must admit, all 3 of them have got something on them at the moment. James is saying hello, Chris, to everyone. So's James. Archie saying at the moment I'm just using a generic wooden chair and it's no good for my MD. Jamie, even Archie, mate. Dave had this. Dave used to use a little tiny thin office chair, and one night he was struggling with his back, and we got chatting about chairs, and I may have convinced him to take the plunge and get one of these bad boys, and I think you've not regretted it, mate, have you?
Not at all. If anything, it was the one thing that actually set fire to the idea of doing a full bench refresh.
Yeah. And Sarge was saying, yeah, the old chair was deadly dangerous. For me, it was in the end because I had a lever on it, but I'm quite a large bloke, you know, and I rock on a chair like this, and I ground off the edge of the pin that locked the latching mechanism in, and every time I would twitch more than a millimetre, it would fire backwards on the springs and send me through the door. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, Mike's reminding me Colin had a great chair that threw him through the door. Yeah, I mean, this is now my 3rd one out here, but I'd probably like to say, had I hadn't had the operation, I would have put a bolt on the end of the lever to stop it from doing it. But yeah, my missus is using it. She's got it upstairs in her sewing room, and she loves it that much that there may have been snoring the other night when she went and sat up there to do something, and within 10 minutes she'd fell a kip on it. So it's still there, but yeah, it's past
still
the
doing its job.
But yeah, that I started out in here, Dave, with one of those, them breakfast bar stall chair things
Yes.
and that's what I started out with in here, and it had one of those really low backs on it, and I leant back one night thinking it had a full back on it, and luckily I had me shorts on because poor old Mike would have caught a view of sunny side up as Festa's gone flying up over the back of the chair. I've gone straight through the kitchen door and just slid. Yeah.
We don't need that kind of thing burnt on the back of our retinas.
Absolutely. And as mates do, the screen of my speakers erupted with laughter. And then it was, you are all right though, ain't you? And I went, yeah, don't mind me, lads, But yeah, it's up there with me shutting my head under that cupboard door, Dave. It's one of them moments, but
yeah, because what was it? The chair that I was using, I think I'd worked it out that it was about 21 or 22 years old.
Yes.
And just got to the point where, well, you saw what it was like. I was, and it was just like, hit the buy button.
Absolutely. And some bloke called Model Maker Dave's Workshop, he's got the same logo as you, Dave, by the way, has put a link up for Archie for the gaming chairs in Amazon, mate. So yeah, Mike saying, yeah, really felt for you. Couldn't stop laughing. I know, mate, but I got my own back on you, didn't I? Head Force One.
Oh, was that the one that he binned?
Well, you was looking for one, weren't you?
I was. I can't find one. I think I'm just going to have to do a 747.
Mate, they're up there with unicorn tears. I'll tell you what would be a good kit for you, Dave, and I think you would thoroughly enjoy this one. And this is where if Mike Mountain's got any loose teeth, you might want to just put your fingers round them and hold them in place, mate. I would thoroughly recommend to you, Dave, the classic Revell offering of the Boeing 747 with the space shuttle on top of it. Now, there's a beautiful kit. Trust me.
Can you get one?
Yeah, I think Mike's reaction says it all. Yeah.
No. If I get one, I'll have to paint it in Everton colours for Mike, wouldn't I?
Oh. Is it Everton red and Liverpool blue? Which way round is it?
Oh, I don't know.
I know, I'm just jesting with him. So I'll just go, lol. So it's that time of day, Dave, for your question for the viewers.
My question for the viewers is, and quite simply, what's on the bench and what is or about to go in your bellies?
Absolutely, mate.
Pictures on a postcard.
And being that I've got you on the full screen, mate, now's that opportunity for me to say to you, what have you been up to, mate?
I haven't, to be fair, I've not been up to that much, but what I have been doing is I've put up a screen, a 24-inch screen onto a monitor arm, which was interesting. I bought one of those mini PCs because what I wanted to do was have the mini PC on the back of the screen so everything was out the way and I could use that for doing this hangouts and do some videoing of what I'm doing on the bench.
Yeah.
But after we did a test with it for a hangout on, what was it, Friday night?
Yes.
Where we discovered that it wasn't man enough for the job. So that is going to be winging its way back to Amazon.
Yeah, it's one of them things, mate, isn't it? You know, you tried it to see whether it would work, but it just wasn't up for it, was it, mate? They're all right as a Cody stroke small TV media box.
Yeah, if you want to do streaming, then yeah, probably, yeah, but or you just want to do a bit of surfing via your TV, then yeah, it'd be fine. But for anything else, it's a bit weak and willing, to be fair.
Yeah, Yeah.
But hang on, I'm just gonna put me down time on.
Yeah, whilst you're doing that, Quano Man saying he just topped up with his coffee bucket and pretty sure if I chug it, it will vibrate onto another dimension at Warp Facts 69. Raging Modular, Belly, Nothing Planned, Bench, Young Blue Dragon. James is saying, David, just PM'd you for the 747 with a shuttle on it. So look out for
All right,
that.
thank you. I will have a look at that.
James is saying Belly Busters cheeseburger, nothing for the moment. Oh mate, I'll tell you what I will do though, Dave. My mate sent me a link that came up on his Facebook for Father's Day, Iceland. There are other frozen food outlets. Mate, they're doing a £1 burger.
No.
Yeah. For Father's Day, I'm like, is that the ultimate weird Father's Day gift? Because it's a vein buster, isn't it? It's like, yeah, cheers, lads. You really love your old dad. You've just given him £1 in weight of burger. Yeah,
that's like heart attack in a bun waiting to happen, that isn't it?
It is. I didn't know at first whether it was a spoof wind up or what, but no, it's a thing, mate. It's one of those weird things, but there's probably a few people there that would chow down on that and polish it off. But I couldn't. I watched a couple of episodes of that American show, Man v Food, where this bloke who goes into places and eats their biggest food offering, and I'm like, how does he do it?
No.
Anyway, you've got your down cam on now, mate. Well,
I've been. I don't know if you can see all of this. I shall put it on my hand and hold it up. But I've been making grills for the Landy.
Oh, happy days, yeah.
God,
that's come up well, isn't it?
So hopefully,
you slide your hand a little bit forward. There you go, mate.
There you go. So, as he reaches for something. So that's the one that's going to go on the front windscreen.
Yeah.
That's the two for the front headlight and indicators and side lights, and that's the rear light covers.
Yeah.
These two have been made out of some 1/18th scale mesh.
Yeah. Which
I think I might keep those, but this is some anti-rat mesh. It's 1 mil square holes.
Oh yeah, because you was on about getting some of it, and you was unsure whether it would work out. But I must admit, mate, that's looking pretty damn tidy, isn't it?
It's looking all right. So that's that bit done. And trying to be careful here so that I don't undo what I did last night. Starting off doing the wing mirrors for the reflective.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the old bare metal.
Well, it's a bit of tinfoil and white glue.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. So I've got to put some clear on those just to give it a little bit more of a shine, and then I think I shall put a very new sharp scalpel blade in just to trim those off.
Yeah.
That bit, to be fair, that's about as much as I've done this week. Been messing around trying to get this mini PC to work.
Yeah, it's been one of them, innit? Your sort of laptop is beginning to cough and splutter a bit like my old system did before I upgraded, and you've been itching to upgrade.
Yeah, you see, I think to be fair, I think I went the wrong route.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to carry on with the laptop as it is, because where I've got it now, I can leave it where it is, and I can just use the screen that's in front of me, and that seems to be working all right.
Yeah.
But I think I will have to do something. But
oh yeah,
I'll do a little bit more investigation and see what's around.
Yeah, it's one of them, mate, isn't it? James has got a Belly Busters cheeseburger, and on the bench, nothing at the moment, mate. Nim bench, many kits. Belly is debating. Yeah, good for you. Spiddy's in. Hello, Geese. I hope you're all right up there in. Is it Ayrshire you are? I do believe you're up that way somewhere, aren't you, mate? So, hope you're all right up there, mate. Nat is chucking into Belly, chucking into roast pork with trimmings. Bench, she's undecided what to carry on with. Well, what options have you got? And the viewers might help make a choice with you. Alicia has got cheese and bean pasties. Bench, nothing at the moment. Shania is awake, laugh out loud. Oh, bless. Early riser.
Oh dear.
Model officers going 1 LB burger, nice couple of those in a loaf. Good man. Spiddy saying it's a thing. Of course it's a thing, mate. Burgers, £1 in weight, because it's a thing, isn't it?
I might have to go and find one.
Mate, I looked at the picture and I just thought maybe a few years ago I would have given that an attempt, but nowadays I'd be wimping, mate. You know.
I was thinking that with some freshly grilled, thick sliced bacon on top.
I think it's got bacon in it, mate.
And some cheese and some grilled
cheese in it as well, mate.
Well, it's, a bit extra,
Yeah, honestly, mate, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, it looks nice. I would remove the cheese, but oh, blimey, it's a pound in weight. That's serious man chowage, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, that's going to take some serious chowing.
Steve's going roast pork, 3 weeks on the trot, Nat. No pun intended.
I think she likes her roast pork.
Yeah, Richard Copeland. Hello, Richard. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Has just had a bacon and egg sarnie, and he's got a panther on the bench. Hope it isn't biting you. See what I did there? Yeah, I'll get me coat. Model officer saying, I see what you did there, Steve. Crackling. Yeah. Better get your coat and all, James. Alicia saying,
or is he just scratching around?
Yeah, Alicia saying, sorry for the spelling. My dyslexia is a pain at times. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Not a problem at all. We are what we are. We've all got our little quirks and things like that. And don't worry about it. Never need to apologise. Budget modelers saying the Revell Dieter von Roda German destroyers on the bench. Probably said that name wrong. Sarge is laughing at me.
Probably.
What else? And very nearly finished and ready to go onto a new shelf. Happy days. For breakfast, I had egg and bacon sarnie with brown sauce and mayo. Ooh. A lot of the old bacon sarnies doing the rounds here, Dave, isn't there? I had one this morning, I must admit. And the brown sauce went everywhere. And yeah. Phil Lewis is saying afternoon. Afternoon, Phil. Hope you're all right, mate.
Common Road Junction is doing a bench World War One trench, Dio Belly, soon to be McDonald's cheeseburger.
Yeah, that's the other picture that popped up, Dave. And yeah, he's doing all right with that, mate. He's coming along. We've got ourselves a decent little modeler there, mate.
Yep.
Spiddy's Rossshire next door to Skycoal. Sunny up here currently. That's a nice neck of the woods, Spid. Yeah. Oh, mate. Rossshire, right up next door. Oh, you're in the tranquil bit, ain't you? My missus is a Findorn lass. Her father was at RAF Kinloss. And, yeah, she's from that sort of Findorn. And her childhood home used to be right where the beach was type of thing. And she could just walk out on the veranda at the back, and it was like a pier going out into the water, Enjoyed a very relaxed childhood in the village of Findorn, bless her. So she had that very soft, Highlandy type Scottish dialect. Graham McRobert is in. Hello, Graham. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Belly, coffee and bench, resin cockpit even. Set for his tornado build. Ooh.
Now, is that 48th or a 32nd?
No idea, mate.
No.
No idea. James has gone. James has gone back to the £1 burgers from Iceland. They're £3. Hey, James, can you pop a picture of the £1 burger up in the Festa's workshop group, mate, so that Dave can see one? If you're able to get the link, mate. Yeah, if you can do a little photograph and just post that up, I'll display that vein buster in the gallery, mate.
Vein buster, more like artery buster. By the
Oh yeah, Osric 9000 is saying I need the giant burger. I mean, like I said before, I've watched that Man v Food program, and there's this bloke, and honestly, Dave, I'll see more meat on a butcher's pencil. This bloke is thinner than thin.
Yeah, but how does he do it?
I don't know. I mean, I've only got to look at the fridge, mate, and I need to put another hole in my belt. You know, this bloke walks up, and honestly, he had this he had this steak dinner, and honestly, it was probably the width bit of a cut of a cow. I mean, yeah, I'm not a butcher, but you know what I mean. It was like it had a fat old girth on it, should we say? And he chonked that down, mate, and I'm like, how did he do that? Sergeant Bones is saying Germans say anything under £1 is lunch meat.
I've just seen a photograph of that.
Oh, he's put it up, has he?
I just googled it. And
oh right, yeah.
And it's like, okay, so how are you supposed how are you supposed to bite on that? No, that's not right.
Yeah, it's in the Festa 67's workshop group, folks. So it's going to appear on the gallery.
That thing is huge, 474 grams.
Yeah. Do you know something though, Dave? Yeah, I'll show it in a minute, folks. The gallery is imminent, so yeah. What have we got? Phil Lewis, belly, bacon and sausage and eggs, and Phil's special chopped tomato sarnies. Bench is working on modding the R2 unit for the D'Agostini X-Wing. Ooh, what mods are you doing on that then, mate? Budget modeler's got to go. And thank you, and see you shout out for my buddy built tonight with fellow armourer Mark. We're doing the Golf Tornado 30-second scale from Ravel. Is that on a YouTube stream and all of that lot, mate? If it is, put a link up in the group for the show, mate. And when I do the gallery, I'll pimp it for you, mate. I don't mind. That's what it's there for. There's Festa 67's workshop page, and there's also the Facebook group. I'll put the banners up for you to show your work for a bit whilst we're doing that. If you join them, mate, and that, put your link up to your YouTube channel and your show. Any shows any of you guys and girls are doing on the YouTubes, just put a link up. That's what the group's for. It's your group. It's your show. I don't mind. Anything goes in the group. It's very rare I have to step in and admin anything. It's only occasionally, but I've got no problem with you spamming your shows. Steve does it, Carl does it, James does it, Dave does it. Just, you know, if you upload a video, there's a link to my latest video. Bang. It's what it's all about, sharing the love, isn't it? Archie saying, along with some Tamiya German World War II figures. That's for his diorama he's doing. It's looking nice as well, mate. Phil's going, of course, that was breakfast, and I'll be good until tea time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the famous last words, mate. Yeah. I mean, my missus bought me in a plate of grub the other night when we was testing your computer. And, mate, I was mightily impressed, you know, nice burger and fries, you know. And then the door was tapped and my boy went, oh, yeah, she forgot to bring you in the chicken wings and all. And I'm like, oh, mate, I'm full and I've only ate 3/4 of the burger. But I gave it my best shot. Expat Spain's in. Hello, mate. I hope you're doing all right. All right. Not seen or heard from you in a while, mate.
Yeah,
Right.
you're all right.
Yeah, is it Graham Leake, if I remember rightly? If I've got your first name wrong, I do apologise. Nice to see you, geez. I've been a bit concerned about you, to be quite honest with you, mate. So nice to see you again, fella. Scaly Models is saying, hi, X-Pite. Long time no see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not seen you about, mate. So I hope you've been okay and you've been staying safe and all of that. Model making truck, and Nat says she's quite boring. I'd like to say she's very boring. We only have pork, gammon, or lamb when we can afford it. Oh, bless you, mate. No, she does a bloody good job, mate. Very, very good cook is your Nat. I mean, you know, from what I've seen, mate, she does a mint job, mate.
Road trip must be getting ready.
Here's one for you to read out, Dave. See what I did there. Have I got to have a go? Parasolopus is on the back burner whilst I decide how to paint it.
I'm kind of thinking that must be some kind of dinosaur.
No idea, mate.
No, never mind. But yeah, okay.
See, it's not just me, folks. It's not just me.
I'm not going to go anywhere.
Lisa's saying hello, expat. Dexterous Crafter, Nat is bench. Either restart my hedgehog knitting or carry on my free wolf cross stitch.
Well, I'm going to say she should do both at the same time.
Yeah, it could do a bit of both.
One night do one night, other night do the other.
Yes. I mean, I would say, well, Ben, she's saying that either restart my hedgehog knitting. So I take it there was a glitch there. So have you lost your mojo with it? If you've lost your mojo with it, then do your free wolf cross stitch until you get your mojo back, and then have a go back on the old hoggy pops.
Or do a simple knit thing just to get your mojo and get the flow back in, and
yeah, knit me a syrup, Nat. I've got, you know, it's a little bit bigger than that pound burger. You know, people were probably saying, well, yeah, your head is a pound of dead, mate.
Next time you do that, can we have a warning so that we can put our sunglasses on?
White balance, white balance, white balance. Yeah. Yeah. Graham McRoberts saying 32.
So I'm presuming that's 30-second scale for the
yes.
he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've lost the chat again now, mate.
Common Road Junction, 2 types of German World War I figures I'm looking at. I just don't have the money. There are so many bad figures out there. Ooh.
Yeah, I know what that's like, mate. Be a bit brassic limp, mate, but I would say I'd have a go at printing you some. It's getting the right figures, isn't it? I mean, I was hunting around on Thingiverse the other night for something for the pole tank, and yeah.
Have a look at Masterbox. They normally do some good figures, and they're not that pricey.
Yeah, I did it with my submarine. You know that cutaway submarine you've been looking at getting? Me and Mike Mountain built one a couple of years ago, and round about the same time. And I decided I was going to have it soft lit, and I thought I could do with a crew in there. And I managed to snaffle a set of railway workers, and I just modified the figures into submarine crews and repainted them and scattered them about the sub, and it just gave it a bit of interest, you know, and boom, in it went.
I might have a go at one of those cutaway subs.
Yeah, well, it's a kit within a kit within a kit. Spidey's asking, is that near Forest? Yeah, you got Inverness's here, and you go right up to the part of Scotland that pokes out, not of a great description, and there's a little village right on the coast, mate, Findorn, and it's beautiful. We drove up there one year, Spid, in a Mini from London in a Mini. Yeah, it took the day because, you know, Minis are Minis, the original ones, you know, but that little thing screamed its little guts out getting us up there. But yeah, I'd love to go back there, mate. James has just posted the link up to the group. Yeah, I've seen it out the corner of my beady eye, mate. And yeah, do you know something, Osric? You've got a point. He's going to make a special trip to Iceland this afternoon. I am tempted, but I'm kind of regimented with the food diary, you know, because of the old cholesterol, you know, and yeah, it's, you know, yeah. I think for someone who's taking art medication, I think I need to perhaps not chow down on a pound burger. I don't know. I'd have to have a chat with the missus and see whether she would approve, you know. But
I don't think she would.
Yeah, it's one of those. It might be a bit too much or too risky. So yeah, I'll let other people tell me how wonderful it was, and I'll salivate and whimper like a big girl's blouse, mate.
I think she might give you two options, and both of them will be ending in off.
I think I might get that look. You know that look when I lingered in the kitchen too long and was, I thought, super bold and authoritative when I said I am staying in here. No, I didn't. I whimpered and went, yeah, I'm on my way out. Closed the door.
And then we had those Scottish overtones of a replay of something and off.
Yeah, get out of my kitchen. Yeah. Carl's in at Making Models. Good afternoon, Carl. I hope you're all right, mate. Saw the show last night. Hope you're all right, buddy. Model Making Truckers saying hello. Budget modelers are saying yes, it is, and I will do, and thank you laters, mate. Not a problem. Pimp until your art is content. Dexterous crafters saying hi to Carl. What I would say to James is feel free to pimp your show on the pages and the channels and all of that we do as well, mate, so that your shows are on there. And Carl and Steve, if you're doing anything, pardon me, I do apologise, post away. Quano Man's thinking he needs to chuck an egg or two at the frying pan for some banjo butties. Ooh, sounds like a plan.
It does.
James Chapman, definitely need to get his mojo back for building my kits. Kind of got distracted with Lego builds.
Yeah, but wrong with a bit of Lego.
Sometimes, mate, doing something away from the model building just lets you do the mojo. I mean, I had it for a while. I lost my mojo earlier on last year. And now what I do, I'm lucky enough, I've got the 3D printing side. So if I'm losing my mojo, I just bulk print 3D print figures, busts or bits and bobs for model builds that I've got planned, and I get ahead of the game and print them off and work them, fettle with them and put them in with the relevant builds, and then all of a sudden you'll be putting something in for a build and you're like, do you know something, I'll build that, you've got your mojo back. What works for me.
I did that Lego Technics hot rod thing that I did.
That's right, yeah.
And that took, I think that took me about 4 hours. That was a good evening build because I started it when I was doing a hangout and I just kept on going.
Yeah, you was determined to finish it. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it? And you're like, yeah, last bit, see you later, Carl. Gone.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, don't hang around for the pleasantries, mate. He was gone, mate. Just the shoe came floating to the floor. But yeah, we all lose our mojo every now and then. But I must admit, we are pretty blessed, Dave, aren't we? Where we just do a bit of 3D printing. I've got scattered around me, you know, I've got my e-models build. Excuse me. Oh, can't stop yelling. I've got my e-models build on the go there, but I've also got some commission stuff just to the side here that I'll be showing in a minute on what I've been up to bit, and then I'll do the gallery. But chat has been so busy, I've not managed to get off the chat yet, Dave. I'm doing all right here, mate.
Yeah, it really. I know. Oh, now I think this could be a new name.
What's that, mate? Oh,
Yeah. Tim Wilkinson. Good afternoon, modelling amigos. Good afternoon, mate. If you're new, don't forget to post some photos up in the gallery, and we'll have a look.
absolutely. Yeah, Nat, I'll do some of my fairy diamond art later on tonight. Expat, yeah, it's been fine working on Games World proxies for the 3D printer. Good man.
Ooh.
Yay, Dinosaurs is Common Road Junction. Scaly Models, Mike Mountains, good to see you back, Expat. I totally agree with that. It's always nice to welcome people back to the fold. Iron Man is saying Belly is now due to diet, and on the bench is 72nd, Scal, Rodden, Antonov.
Ooh.
Leisha's saying I'd love to see the 3D, the free wolf cross stitch, as I love wolves, my favourite animal. Looks like you're getting your votes in there, Nat. So Jacqueline's saying hedgehog, or do a different knit project to get your mojo back. Yeah, it's all about the rabbit. Get in there.
Oh, yeah.
Phil Lewis, I've just got that image, Dave. Phil Lewis is thinking of modding the droids for it to represent K. Is that R5K6, which was red leaders at the Battle of Yavin? Will need to scratch build dome truncator cone the same as R5D4. Yeah, I totally concur, mate. No idea what you mean. I saw the original 3 Star Wars films, and I'm embarrassed to say I've never seen any of the others.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I did the original 3 that was made way back when, and I kind of, I'm like, well, that's me and Star Wars, and Dexterous Crafters saying had a big glitch on knitting, so definitely lost the mojo with it. I'll carry on with the cross stitch while I decide on smaller knitting project to restart the knitting mojos. Thank you, gents. Happy to oblige, Nat.
Yep.
Happy to oblige, darling. And like I say, do the old wolves, keep the pictures coming in, and hopefully your mojo will return ASAP. Reese is in. Hello, Reese, over RJC. Hope you're doing all right, Beaks. Nat saying hello to them. So's Mike. They're saying hello back. Jacqueline saying our dinner will be pork chop, cauliflower cheese, peas and mashed spuds. On my lap is baby blanket that she started last week while waiting for yarn stock to be available to order. She's a busy bee, isn't she? Bless her. Good luck to her.
She don't hang about, does she?
No. Steve saying hello to Carl. Reese was asking Mike whether it was okay. Fox is in, saying hello, Lynn. Lynn Dipple's in. There she is.
Hello, Lynn.
Hello, Colin and Dave. Heidi all lurking. Got you on the big telly. She's got 30 minutes to get ready for work to go bye-bye. Yay!
Hold on tonight, is it?
So you're in time, Lynn, for the bit of the gallery coming up in a minute, but I'm just going to do a quick thing for James.
Yeah, what have you been up to? Because you've done me, but what about you?
Yeah, I'm just going to change cameras, Dave.
Okay, mate.
Let's slap that one in. Yeah. A little sneak peek for James. Got 2 stripes on his Mustang now.
Ooh. That's looking good.
So that's coming up, and that's going to be getting the weathering treatment on it this week. So that's kind of what we've been doing on the Death Race car, and it's pretty much, as Steve was saying last night on the show, it's practically the whole car's been rebuilt, suicide doors and all of that. So been doing that. Been fettling with Harley Quinn, dressing up the pieces, ready to start with the painting project on that. So that's going to get primed this week, and I'll start with the outfit, get that painted, and then I'll do all the flesh work on the arms, etc. Made a couple of purchases, Dave.
Oh, what you get? What you get? What you get?
I don't know whether I showed this last week. I intended. Oh no, it was because it was up in the air, wasn't it? And I couldn't get it. Yeah, got my little quirky Model T fire engine. I snaffled that on eBay for one of my usual sort of under 15 quid prices, mate. And it's 24th scale.
That's
and
nice. I like that. It's different,
it's
isn't
a
it?
little 1914 Model T fire truck, because we've both got the big 24th scale man fire trucks that are having the all singing, all dancing, electronic stuff, because I'm building you the same circuit that's going in mine. I just saw that and thought, well, old v new, it would just sit nice as a comparison. So yeah, I got that for 15 quid, Dave.
No, you did well.
Including the postage, and it's made by a company I've not heard of, ICM.
Oh, ICM. They do some figures that I've seen. I've worked on.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's proper nice, Dave. You know, nice, decent instruction booklet and very concise. And I've had a wee looky loo even at her, and she seems to be quite content.
Yeah, because that's the same company that's done the Chernobyl radiation monitoring station thing.
Oh right, yeah, that's what you was on about getting. So I've got that little bad boy to do, and I must admit I'm looking forward to doing that.
Yeah,
and Dave,
a nice little build that.
Dave, look at that! Managed to score that and all.
Yeah, don't see many of them around.
Full Capri RS 3100 Academy kit, or Academy Minicraft model kits. It's motorized, but I won't be using the motor. I'll save that for one of my.
Oh, you're not going to whiz it round on the floor?
I don't know. It depends. I'm not sure whether it's highly detailed, whether it's got engine or anything like that. If it hasn't, then I won't. You know, I'll put the motor in and I'll make brum brum noises with her. But I'm going to be doing that in the JPS livery. You remember the black and gold livery? And I'm going to do the whole car in that, and then I'm going to resin print like a rear window lube and perhaps modify the bonnet with an engine scoop poking out on it. I don't know whether there's an engine in the kit, so I might 3D print like a race V8 or something. I don't know, you know, it depends on what I do. But I liked the fact that it had the old 80s body kit on it, you know, and that boxed section. And I thought, well, yeah, I've seen a real life JPS Capri photograph, and I sent it over to Sergeant Bones when I sent him that Beetle picture. And the artwork on that bloke's Capri, and it's a privately owned Capri that this guy's done. I loved how he had done it, and I've kind of been after a Capri base to do one of my own as a model. So yeah, I got that. That was 20 quid. That was. I was quite impressed.
You done well there.
You know, and it's not bad little size, 24th. You know, yeah, it's one of them. You know, the postman's had a bit of a go at the roof pillars, as you can see, but a little bit of fettling, mate, and I reckon that'll be all right, mate. So I've done that. A bit of the death race. What else? Oh yeah, I've been doing a bit on the E-Models build. Video of that'll be uploaded sometime this week. So I've got me Rev base down on the interior framework, because when I built this, I've made the 4-piece tyre that goes around the middle, and then I popped it out so that I could then go back in and detail paint it. So yeah, that isn't one piece, that's 4 pieces that is in there. And
a bit like 4 candles.
Yeah, a little bit of de-seaming technique I've snaffled off of our friend Fox, who's in the chat, which was a technique he uses. Oh, look at that. Rolls a treat and all, Dave.
You won't get tired of that one then, will you?
Oh, I see what you did there. Your jokes really don't get any better, do they? Yeah, I stole that technique off our friend, the Guru, mate. You know, a bit of the old extra gloopy glue over the seam, let it dry, sand it back bit by bit, you know, and I'm quite chuffed with how that come out. So yeah. I think that's me done for what I've been up to at the bench. I've got a feeling, mate, it's gonna be a bit of the old gallery time coming up, folks. Don't you?
Close to gallery time, isn't it?
I think so. So we'll have a bit of the old gallery going, I reckon, don't you, folks? So I'll just do a quick refresh on the gallery just to reload it, in case anyone's posted anything up lastminute.com, and I'll full screen that so that I can slurp me tea without you lot having to see the wonderful sight of me guzzling tea. First thing up on the page, obviously, folks, if you are still in isolation, working from home or doing what you are and you're a bit lost, give this little link a click, and in there's a Google Calendar, and it's a list of everyone's live shows that are on 7 days a week, and you'll be able to find something there of your choice that you want to watch. And yeah, it's all in one place. It's simple to use. Load it up, have a look what you want, and then pop along to the relevant channel. Budget Modeler, there you go. He's got some shelves as well. There you go. There's my shelves that I've put up yesterday.
Oh,
good shelfage use, mate.
That is excessive.
Trouble is, it's empty. So now, see, you've got to go out and buy yet more kits for the stash to fill that. Look.
Yeah. Well, it's going to take you a little while to fill that.
I would say, and then I saw the next one, Dave. Look at that. Them shelves look lovely and full, don't they?
That didn't take long. Crumbs. You'll have to do another set of shelves now.
That is suitably impressive. That's gone in there well, though, isn't it?
He's done a good job.
Yeah, I like that. Before and after. Serious bit of shelfage, mate. Yeah, Steve says, yeah, love the wooden camera and the Lord of the Rings castle. What have you got inside of it? He's got the same thing. And I think Budget Modelers, yeah, they're both Felicia's and there's nothing in there. There you go. Nat Williams has put up her cross stitch. That's the 3 wolves that she's thinking of doing. I think that is beautiful, mate. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is.
I think that'll get your mojo back, Nat, to be honest with you. I think you'll enjoy doing that, love.
Yeah. No, that is. Oh, yeah, no, I like that. I like that a lot.
And I don't know what it is. There's something about a picture of a wolf that is very relaxing, isn't it? It's got that almost Alaskan relaxed way of life feel about it.
Yeah, I like the full moon in the background as well.
Subtle, isn't it?
Mm.
Nice bit of artwork, that. Cole Bennett, how on earth can she see that? My God.
Yeah, that's.
I take it you've got the world's largest magnifying glass, Nat, or really very, very good eyesight. Unbelievable patience.
Mm.
Oh, she's got another picture there. What's that? Oh, yeah, it's the same one. Yeah, she's got unbelievable patience there. Impressive. Archie Boniface has put up a picture there. Is that a painting, is it? Or is that box art? Or is that what you've painted there? I like that. That is...
Yeah, I like that.
That's quite poignant, actually, Dave, isn't it?
It is.
You know, the solitary fella there. And yeah, that's quite... That's thought-provoking, isn't it, mate?
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
you know what I mean? It's...
Yeah, it's one of those that you can't stop looking at because you just...
Yeah, I lost a couple of mates in Afghanistan, you know, and yeah, I know it's different theatre, but anything that gets you thinking about losses and things, you know, it's quite poignant, isn't it? It's a bit like the Field of Poppies picture at the end of Blackadder, isn't it?
Yeah.
James is saying, I may have to try this challenge out myself. Now, yeah, Speedy summed it up there, Scooby-Doo. Yeah, it is. It's a Scooby and Shaggy burger. But this
It's
is,
a Scooby snack, isn't it?
that's a pounded burger, folks. Look at that, Dave. It's got all the gubbins in the top and all there, all the trimmage and all that. I mean, it's an early
I might
show on a Sunday, so I can't say what I really want to say, but it ends in my
I
old
might
boot.
have to give that a go in the week. So if I'm not round on Sunday, you know why.
I'll tell you, mate. If you neck that, mate, I'll be mightily proud of you. But I want to shoot. I want to shoot you after you've eaten it, and post the video up so that people can go, yeah, look at him sitting there holding his belly in his chair, going, oh, Cole, oh, too full. A pound in weight. I'm like, that's serious, isn't it? I'll tell you, I think my eldest lad would have a go at that. He's one of them who tackles these big restaurant dinners that they have. You know, if you can, yeah.
I know my youngest nephew will probably demolish that in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Spiddy, you are bang on, mate. That is where she's from, mate. My description of the sticky out part of Scotland goes along here. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I should have said near Inverness, really, shouldn't I? Doofus. But, yeah, that's where she's from, mate, Findorn. And, yeah, very tranquil up there. Very lovely little village it was at the time. I don't know whether it's still a small village or whether it's town now. I don't know, mate. I've not been up there in 15 years. So, but, yeah, she is from a very lovely neck of the woods. And, yeah, I bagged myself a wee Scottish lassie. Budget modelers, here's what's on his bench. Very nearly finished and ready to go on the new shelves for breakfast. He had egg and bacon sarnie with brown sauce and mayo. Look at that, Dave.
That's nice.
That is, isn't it? I like that.
I like the water ripples going along the hull.
Yeah, that's honestly, when I see people that have done this, I look at it and I think, do you know something? That is really clever how that's done. It looks so effective.
I've seen some people filming what they do to make the water look like that.
Yes.
And they make it look so simple, and you think, yeah. And if I try it, it's going to look like a dog's dinner.
It's one I've always wanted to have a go at, doing the waves and the. I mean, I will get round to doing it, but I kind of want to tackle the sunken Titanic build first and do the pour on that and see how I get on. But then is that the wrong way of doing it? Should I do something like this first to get used to the technique and then do the Titanic pour? I don't know.
Well, the Titanic pour, all you've got to do is get the tone of the water or the tone of the colour right before you pour.
Yeah, it's going to have a little RV in there with the LEDs that is just off of the Titanic, so where it's found the wreck, you know. So it's that type of build. Adam Barber has posted up not a recent build. This was done in March 2019.
That's all right.
But has dusted the 72nd scale Zvezda ML35 Hind.
Yeah.
Couldn't resist some photos. So, look at that.
Yeah, that's a beast of a machine in real life, and that's a very nice kit as well.
It's got that look about it of mean and moody, isn't it?
Yeah, mean, moody, and don't mess around with me, or I will deal with you.
Yeah. That's a wily old bird, that, isn't it?
I think I've got a Revell 48 scale upstairs.
And I like the way it's posed as well. You've got all the opening, and every angle you look at that, you're looking at something different, isn't you? Which it does. It sets off a kit, doesn't it? Especially a kit, if he's had to cut all of these out to get them to open and that, it's. Yeah, I like that.
No, that's nice. That's nice.
It just. Yeah.
Again, it's Russian, rugged, and built for purpose.
Yeah, but it's built really nice as well, and again, photographed well, and that's the key. That's where I let myself down. Aidan Barber, my current work in process. I hope you all like it. Bit of a masky pops going on there.
I think could be an Iron Man job coming.
Oh,
maybe not.
I honestly don't know, mate.
No, I'm not sure now.
Some form of mech or whatever you got going on there. Sarge is pretty up on these mechs, but
could be. Although it did start off looking a bit Iron Man-ish, but I'm retracting that one now quite quickly.
I'm trying to think who it is that's building the big Iron Man. I'm not sure. I'm leaning towards Chris over at Gross Models.
I'm not sure.
I know he's got is it Ashet Terminator? But I'm not sure whether he was doing the Iron Man or going to do the Iron Man, and then the world caught on fire, didn't it?
Yeah.
Lewis is
food.
Yeah, Lewis is saying roast pork again. My poor teeth. You are brave, mate.
You are very brave, but that doesn't half look very nice.
Hey, mate, I'd have roast pork every week, mate, like that. Happy days, mate. Mm-hmm. Well done, Nat. Good chef there, girl. And I do like the way he's jauntily posed the condiments around it as well. Very good presentation there, Lewis. You should be proud.
Apple sauce and gravy.
Yeah. Clinton Hills is posted up. On the bench at the moment is AFV Club M548A1 tracked cargo carrier.
Oh, no, that's different.
Ooh, that's different, isn't it? Fox is saying, yeah, that food is nothing compared to the power of that burger, mate. All I would say to you on that, Fox, is that would be so good if it was a wimpy £1 burger with their sauce on it. Oh, yeah, Thousand Island dressing. Get hold of that.
Oh, wimpy burger. Oh, I ain't had one of them for ages.
Oh, mate, I must admit, I do love a wimpy burger, mate. I'll tell you something. This has got that look about it, mate. Isn't it?
Yeah, I'm liking the look at this. This is.
Yeah, that's right up your street, that Dave, isn't it?
It is. I am liking that. I think I might be having to find.
I think there might be a
purchase.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's. I'm sure I've seen something very similar to that, but with like missile launcher on the back.
Yeah, I think I may remember the one you're on about. We've shown it in the gallery, haven't we? And it's got the rack of big boom missiles and and Fox is saying, "Oh my God, Wimpy, food trouser tent time." Fox, mate, that is
trust Fox.
That is comment of the week goes out to the guru there. totally unexpected that when I read it out. I just read it out and I'm like, oh mate, corpse in festa weather, mate, you got me. Simon Reynolds will be going, yeah, Fox has broke festa at last. James is saying, new video uploaded to his channel, go check it out. Happy days. Pop over to James's channel if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Does some nice little Lego builds and that in between when his mojo has gone. So pop over and have a little looky-loo. After Fox's comment, this has got new meaning as well, isn't it? Hello, everyone. Thought I'd whip out my doc for you. Yeah. Look at that, mate. I mean, come on. Unbelievable.
Oh, I like that.
you know, I'm going to ask you, James. Excuse my naivety here, mate. I'll take it you've been scratch building all of this, and if you have, would you like the donation of a complete modeller's bench? I love that, Dave. What a wonderful, wonderful example there of what you can do if you've got a few armour kits and bits and bobs and that creative genius that he's got. Wow. Innit?
That is something a little bit special. Now, it makes me wonder, and I'm going to ask the question, is he going to mask up the sides and do a resin pour for the water around the landing craft?
I think it's a work in progress, mate. And yeah, I mean,
it does make me. It wouldn't surprise me if he did that, because he's that kind of bloke.
It's just absolutely taken my breath away. It really has. I love it. I absolutely love it. And honestly,
yeah, there's not a great deal more you can
say.
I'm
having to keep biting my lip, because you know what my normal reaction is when I see stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same, because
I blurt out expletives, and I'm not proud of myself. My language can be a bit blue, and it's not everyone's cup of tea, I know. But I am, Model Making Mayhem has given Fox 100 points XP for breaking me live on air. He's saying the water effects are due, mate. I'm glad you're still in, James, and seeing us show this, mate. I doff my hat to you, mate. You know, you, Carl, and Steve are three bloody geniuses when it comes to this sort of stuff. And the dioramas and creativity you've got, and this is why people should tune into the Crash. Good segue, I know, because people need to see this. People need to see what you're up to, and I'm glad you're doing your Sunday spot. And you know, pimp the living daylights out of these sort of things. Mike Mountains raised a good point. I've not been to Telford. So this is one for Telford.
He's got a very good point, especially if the resin's going to be poured for the water as well.
Honestly, mate,
special.
I hope you win any and every single award there is out there for whatever competitions you put that in, mate. I think that should win.
I think with the water and a few figures, not too many, but just a couple, just to show a little bit of life.
Well, it's a work in progress.
You are looking at a trophy magnet.
I do. I think that's going to be surrounded with awards that he's won for that, because I am absolutely in awe.
There's not a lot you can say. The water, maybe 3 or 4 figures, just for just to bring everything into scale. So you got a reference. Put that on a competition table, and that will pick up golds left, right, and centre.
Well, I mean, I've got a few armour builds that I'm doing, and 9 times out of 10, we all just build them and put them on the shelf, don't we? And every now and then we do a tank that has its own diorama, but I like the different kits that he's got there, and the Jeep, the trucks, and the different kits that he's built, and the landing craft, and how he's then put it all together, and he's now telling that story of the preparations.
The run up to D-Day, isn't it?
Yeah, the run up to D-Day. The Allies are doing their thing, and I absolutely love it. I know I've said it a million times. Ray's in the chat, by the way, and Aries. Hello, folks. Sorry, I'm stuck on this particular build for the moment, but I'm just so proud and privileged to be showing that. I really am. Almost ashamed to take that off, mate, but I must move on. A few builds from James Chapman this week. UCS Red 5, X-Wing and Emerald Knight. Video for Emerald Knight even been uploaded soon. And he does. I love the Lego stuff as well. And it changed from what it was. I mean, I can remember when technical sets first landed. I think you had the car with the engine. Do you remember that? And it was
you had the car with the engine that had the reclining seats and the big wheels. You had
that was it.
That was shortly followed on by the tractor with the extra unit that you could make to go on the back of it. And it had all the cogs and stuff. Because I had the tractor, and I built the tractor once, and then I went off and started building my own contraptions and using the gears.
Yeah. Was it them that did the big tower crane, Dave, that was quite expensive at the time?
I've got the blue tower crane upstairs.
Yeah.
And when I bought that, it was quite expensive. I don't know how much it is now.
But yeah, I mean, they've really come on, didn't they? Oh, choo-choos. Oh.
Chuff, chuff, choo-choo.
Hey, cool, Bennett.
Yeah.
It's funny, I don't know why. I keep wanting to build a locomotive. You know, you get the model kits of the ye olde locomotives doing it. And they pop up every now and then on me feed. And I'm like, I will get one at some point.
Because the trumpeter ones, they're not exactly cheap.
No, they are. Yeah. Again, it's one of those, isn't it? A big old steam loco's got that nostalgic look about it, isn't it?
Mm.
You know, and you sit there and you think, yeah, I could have me a bit of that. Oh, there's a video of it there on his YouTube. So again, pop over and have a little looky-loo at that, and keep the videos coming, James. You know, more content you get, mate, equals subscribers. This is what I was on about, Quano Man shelving, mate. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah, bit of RoboCop there. I did a 3D print of RoboCop, and I must admit, I was pretty chuffed with it. Came out all right.
Terminator.
Yeah, bit of the old Star Wars there. Honestly, I mean, he's got a nice little collection going on there, isn't he, eh?
Yeah.
Ding dong, and it's all about shelves, isn't it? You know, get your work shown, mate. Put it on display. Yeah, he's got an Iron Man mask on there. Got some of the old Japanese war suits going on up there as well. Nice little selection there. Oh, there was one I saw, actually, really did catch my eye, talking of Gundams. And it's not often I'm not a massive Gundam fan because I've not seen the show. So, but I like some of the design concepts of the suits and all of that lot. And there was one that caught me eye the other day. Do you think I can find the link to it? Oh. But yeah, I must admit, I was pretty close to going, you know, put that on the wish list. I wish I had now, because I'd know what it was. I'll know it when I see it. I'll go through my Chrome history and have a looky-loo. But yeah, you got Terminator and RoboCop going on. Bit of the old Star Wars there. I've often wanted to do one of these as well. I think that's the Speeder, isn't it?
Yeah, speed bike or something, isn't it?
Yeah. I watched Tony build one on over at Elgin 35, and it always looked an interesting little kit, you know, to put together. And yeah, and I think he went against conformity, and I think it didn't he camouflage his rider.
Not sure.
I'm sure he sprayed camo on it. Went against convention, bless him, and he done a really splendid job on it. Mate, I'll tell you, you've got a nice collection there, mate.
He's done very well with it.
He has, isn't he? What's the bet? And he runs around the house with the Iron Man mask on, going, "I am Iron Man."
Yeah.
Because I would. Oh. Finished building my Verka ball pod. Just need to pick a colour scheme. I've got 2 ideas so far, says Nim. Again, that looks an interesting build, doesn't it? How different's that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you remember them mechas that Sarge showed us made out of tank turrets?
Yes.
Wasn't it? And we both downloaded them from Thingiverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Colour scheme, what would you go for? I'm leaning towards that one for some reason. Depends on what, whether you're doing a diode, doesn't it, and what the context is.
I think the first one, because my thing would be to make it look a little bit weathered and have a little bit of a rust run here and there.
Yeah.
That would be the way I would go, but
interesting. Keep us posted on them, Nim. Mark Ewing's in. Oh, menu management there, Festa. Got home from work this morning and fixed the wheels in place of the Italieri MP4 Mercedes-Benz truck in 1/24th scale. Also a temporary fit on the cab to see if there is any fit issues. Look at that. I mean, I've got a couple of the Italieri trucks. I did a rework. Do you remember that Terminator one I did with all the decals and that? And I've got a Renault Magnum next door that's going to be coming into the man cave shortly, and it's getting absolutely the Dettol treatment, and I'm going to film it because I did film the Terminator transformation when I decal wrapped it, and when my hard drive decided to die, it took that with it, so it never got released. So,
well, I must admit, I've never done one of those tractor units for an articulated lorry.
You've got to, Dave. You will love them, mate. I got 3 of them in the end. I had a DAF 95, which is over there, which I sort of had dropped several times, so that got the Mad Max treatment and got covered in corrugated and all of that. I did the wrecking truck. I did as the Terminator T2 highly decaled wrap thing that I did. And then I've got a Renault Magnum and a rigid trailer that is going to be converted into a MotoGP transport vehicle with all the motorbikes and all of that gubbins and that, you know. So, yeah. So that's getting a full rework done on it. But they are good, mate. Italieri 1/24th scale trucks, mate. There's bound to be, they got the big, another one I like is the Volvo Globetrotter.
I'm just having a look now.
Yeah. But Mark, honestly, mate, they are, and I think he's the same as me. You can really go in and do detail. I mean, I built mine way back when in the 90s, and I think I had two pots of Umbral paint and a paintbrush, so it never got what I would class as the full works paint treatment. So it is literally the bare kit plastic with decal stuck on it. It is that basic a build, and I want to rip it apart and strip it and Dettol it and get the decals off and clean it all up and totally revamp it. And yeah. They are nice. You will thoroughly enjoy making them, mate.
I've just spied one.
Yeah.
Italieri 3931 Volvo FH16 Viking 1/24th.
Yeah. And they are really great fun to put together. They turn out a really, really nice kit. And yeah.
Well, he's gone on the watch list.
Happy days. Alicia Williams has put up there just a few things me and James have done. again, you know, she was right earlier when she said about wolves always make enticing pictures. Look at that.
I like that. I just
They
like that.
do, don't they?
intense
They
stare.
are an absolutely beautiful animal. They really are. I wouldn't stick my hand near one because I'd
No,
probably,
but
you know, fester no fingers, but
I
they're an
like
animal
looking
you
at them
see
now.
in the wild, and I don't know about you, but you just want to put your arm around them and give them a stroke, don't you? You know, you're like, yeah, that's,
Yeah, but you try that, you wouldn't have your arm left.
oh yeah, you know, you'd have to run off afterwards, wouldn't you? And yeah, that is stunning. Yeah,
Oh, I like that.
you can't go wrong with a beetle, can you? It's a bug.
Not really, no.
You can't, you know, you can't go wrong. And actually, that would look good as a model kit build as well. I like the white walls against the red wheel rims there. It's a nice contrast.
Yeah.
Reminds me very much of Russ Mitchell's work over at Exile Cycles. He's a custom bike builder in America. And he does a lot of retro 50s era machines that are industrious. And they're black, and then the wheels are always that red with the white wall tyres on, and they just look so mint. Oh, look, is that from Lion King? Am I right?
Yeah, I think so.
God, Festa got something right.
Cute factor.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's up there on the cuteometer, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, that's rabbit territory, isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say it's on the same plane as that rabbit, isn't it?
Oh no, whoa, no, yeah, cute little cat.
Yeah. Someone's got some patience. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, oh my, oh dude, come on.
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
I honestly don't know what to say. He's got the cute factor, yeah, but he's just. I'd put a frame around that and put that on my wall.
I'd have them in the man cave, mate, wouldn't you? You'd be like,
too right. Well, my house is my man cave, so you know.
Yeah, definitely. More wolfage.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. Let's look at that. Aye. She's got us with a cuteometer.
Oh, is she? Oh.
Aye, come Bennett. Aye, what can I say? Frankie, bless him, is he says have fun with a Sunday brunch whilst he's sleeping. He's on the night shift, bless him.
No.
So he'll be watching this back. So now you're watching it back, Frankie. Hello, mate. How you doing? Hope you enjoyed your dinner there, mate. And yeah, look at that. I think we showed some of these last week, dated 25th of May there. So Edward Leonard posted 11 hours ago. He, excuse me, he's finally finished his Rommel rod. He says it's not his best work, but at least he finished. Posted it for content, bless him. Now, I've seen these kits advertised, and mate, you're saying that ain't your best work? I think that's mint, mate. I like that.
Well, at the moment, I'm struggling to find anything wrong with it.
Exactly. They're one of them kits you see. They pop up on my eBay every now and then because I had one of them on watch, and it was Ben Lundy that put me onto it. And unfortunately, Ben Lundy passed away this week, and another friend gone, mate. So R.I.P. Ben. Lost his battle with brain cancer, I'm afraid, but he put me onto Rommel's rod because he sent me a picture and he was like, Festa, I think this would be right up your street. And I stuck it on my eBay watch list, and I kept saying I would get one, and unfortunately I've not got one, and I would like to have built one so Ben could see it, but rest in peace, mate. And yeah, bless him. But yeah, that's a nice kit, mate. Mate, he's saying it's not his best work. I can't see what's wrong with it, Dave. Can you?
Like I said, I'm struggling because I can't find anything wrong with it. It is.
Yeah, it's mint, mate.
I do. I like that because
Yeah.
it is just so different.
Yes, it is. It's just one of those quirky takes on the Greif, isn't it? At the end of the day, and I mean, look at this. I mean, old leather in it. You know what I mean? I'm like, mate, what's wrong with that? He's, what's he worried about? Mate,
to be honest with you, he's been a bit like Steve. He's been a bit hard on himself.
I think he's been very hard on himself, mate. Don't you? I'd like to be able to do that. So yeah, fair play to you, mate.
You're being a bit hard on yourself, mate. That is nice. I like that.
Yeah, you keep posting, Edward, mate. And like I say, don't put yourself down, fella. Take the plaudits, the laudits, and the praise, buddy. This was interesting. Frankie's putting this up. He says, I can't carry all my hobby stuff with him to work, but painting is possible. So here's the next painted body. Now, how you're snaffling in a model kit body and painting it at work, mate, I'd take my hat off to you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at that, Dave.
That's going to be a bit nice when that's finished.
Isn't it? That's going to be seriously special. And I like the fact that he's doing that at work, and props to you, Frankie, mate. I don't know how you're doing it. Excuse me, you got a spray booth set up or something at work? I mean, when I used to work, I think my boss would have noticed it and gone, "Oi, what's this?"
Yeah, what do you think you're playing at?
I mean, could you imagine you trying to conceal a spray booth in your comms room, Dave? Not going to happen, is it, mate?
No, it's going to be a bit difficult.
Because we used to have the RMs come round and they would inspect your workplace for what they called standards. I don't know whether you have it at your place, but you was expected to meet a certain standard within the workplace. So your work area had to look organised and managed, and your comms room had to be functional and look good and nothing. You know what I mean? And
so it looks like it's had a bomb go off on it. Yeah,
and you had to have that certain layout. I think it was a very happily American type thing, but everything had to be in its place and presented a certain way, and your desktop wallpaper had to be the corporate, and and your layout of your desk was a set, a cup for your pens there, and that sort of thing. It was quite anal, but the right way of doing it in a way, because I always look professional. Some bloke called James Skiffins has posted new for Sunday. Fall in, everyone. We got the general updates from the ops room. Keep the community up to date with group builds and all that is going on in the mess and the Saturday night crash. Yes. Our friend James, the model officer, doing his weekly show now before we're on Sunday Parade. So pop over to his channel, click his bell icon so you get notified. And as far as I know, he's doing this every week now. So welcome aboard, mate. This one I was on about earlier that Steve posted up. Tonight's work on his 1/350 scale Klingon KT Inga class battle cruiser has started masking and painting the many shades of green. Yes. It is 50 shades of green on this kit. And Steve, mate, honestly, mate, props to you for taking on the challenge, mate, because they are, a lot of people paint them one flat green colour, don't they? But they are multiple different shades on these, and he's going for it, and he's got a lighting kit in there as well by the look of it. So props to you, mate. And again, it's something about a Klingon ship, isn't it? They look
that's nice.
Yeah, they look like they want to come up and give you a dry slap, don't they?
No, I like that.
Different, isn't it? my missus got me a Star Trek Dio, you know, and it's like 3 ships, and I will get round to building it, you know. I've got my Voyager to dig down first because I want to prime that during the week.
Oh, I like. Is that the red lights or orange?
Yes, it
That does make it look somewhat menacing.
does, doesn't it?
Nice
You
job,
know?
Steve. Nice job.
Yeah, it really is, mate. Props to you, buddy. You know, and he's got a lovely collection of starships. Quite often you'll see when he's sitting there doing the crash, he'll have the pardon me, the Enterprise behind him or next to him, you know, and it's beautiful. James is saying, so happy to report that he has now completed his Tamiya 148 scale US 2.5 ton 6x6 cargo truck, kit number 32548. 1800. I like the way he's very concise with his info there. It helps us out immensely when people put there what the kit is, what scale it is, because I don't know every kit. You know, I'm not an encyclopedic knowledge, I'm afraid, and it makes my job a hell of a lot easier. Look at that. God, Bennett, that is stunning, mate. Absolutely the nuts.
He's done a nice job there.
He has, hasn't he?
You can't not. It's just, yeah.
You know, and this is on that dock diorama that he's doing, you know, and every kit that he's put on there looks totally as if it should belong there, doesn't it? And
That's nice.
It's the craftsmanship that he's put into making this, and the paint, and oh, mate. Damn, I wish I could build to that level. I'd love to be able to do that. Simply genius, mate. Yeah, that's studio quality stuff there, Geese, isn't it?
What else can you say?
I'll tell you something, James. If you haven't done commission work, mate, you should. Or, you know, work for museums and that. Because, dude, you are a bloody genius.
Now, that is nice. I like
Isn't
that.
it? And
There's not a lot you can say against it. Or if you do, then you are either an idiot or very brave.
yes. Archie Boniface there with his diorama coming along nicely. Bit of the old trenchage going on there, Dave.
Yeah, now that is looking nice.
It is, isn't it? I've been keeping a close eye on this as he's been doing this. I must admit, he's been sending a few pics into the page and that. And yeah, he's really coming along, you know. His skills are up there now, you know. So pop over to Common Road Junction and have a good old gander at his page. This will be up your street, Dave. David Powell, he's doing one of them Panda 135th Huskies, mate.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah. And it's... Because was it you that sent me the photograph of the JCB? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, that's just got that attitude, isn't it, of...
Yeah.
You want a piece of me, do you?
yeah, you want something.
And I can see that turning into one hell of a build, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they do some really good kits, don't they? Very rugged, agriculturally looking.
Yeah, that's kind of why I picked out that JCB, because it's just different.
Absolutely. There's some earlier photographs of him building the chassis up. And I must admit, it seems very clean, doesn't it? Very cleanly moulded. And I take it, David, that these kits are a decent mould quality and all of that lot. I've not had the pleasure of doing a panda build yet.
No,
so,
I haven't.
Bob Ray there has put up a 24th scale Tamiya Carlsonic Nissan.
Ooh.
Again, got attitude in it. I like the
Yeah.
stance of that. It's
Has he done a slight modification and dropped it a little bit?
I don't know. I don't know whether that's the ride height that the kit came at or whether he's slammed it down a bit more. Pardon me, a bit more, mate.
I will stand corrected if I'm wrong, but I think it's normally a tad higher than that.
Yes, I think he might have worked some Bob Ray magic there, mate. But it does sit nice, doesn't it?
It is looking very low on its haunches and looking very good.
Yeah, it's got that urban, aggressive attitude.
It's got a bit of mischief about it.
Menacing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. I'm going to keep close eye on that, Bob. See how that comes out, mate. I'm liking how that's sitting. A couple of blokes there doing a show same time as us, Dave.
How dare they?
Yeah. Phil Bolton is saying, a shame Bandai never released a large kit of the Occupier tank from Rogue One. But thankfully, the flight game filled the gap with a gaming figure. Alternate 3D printed cargo containers are the courtesy of Etsy. Good man, look at that.
Ooh.
Again, attitude, isn't it?
Attitude and different.
Yeah. And again, it's nice to see some different style Star Wars vehicles being made by folks, because pretty much anyone and their dog will do a TIE fighter, a Falcon, an AT-AT like I have, and an AT-ST. They're the generic figures or vehicles that people build. And it's nice to see the other craft and the other vehicles that were in the films or whatever been built. You know, I'm not sure. I think he told us what film it's from. But,
Yeah, Rogue One.
But I do need to sit and watch these films and play catch up a bit, because there might be some vehicles in there that will garner me attention that I can festify. So I'll have to have a little looky-loo and get some of the videos, I think. Videos, DVDs even. Archie got a couple of figures there for his truck. So he's going to be doing a bit of fettling with them, no doubt.
Yep.
No one pointing, so the officer that's pointing is probably just out of shot telling them what they should be doing.
Yeah, but it looks like they're having a bit of a snack.
Happy days, mate. Be one of them Iceland £1 burgers, would it?
Possibly.
Steve Mundy says, no sooner has the primer dried on his last creation, I move on to the next. Another flying ship, but this time I'm seeing a flying ambulance, a medivac type thing. It loves the Warhammer bits. Half the work is done for me and it looks okay so far. Hey, mate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Again, different.
Yeah. It's got a bit of a rugged look about it as well.
Yeah. And that's the thing, isn't it, with that genre? And I know Fox has said me several times about it, you know, with the orc stuff. He said you can add stuff to it and do it whichever way you want, because I don't like being constrained by having to build kits a certain way. I like to be able to
do your own thing.
Yeah, explore your imagination a bit. And this is where Steve, when he does his stuff, he's got that imagination as well. And I love what he does. Yeah, but there's something else I'll be keeping a close eye on, mate. I won't get around to building anything at this rate.
I was going to say, you keep keeping a close eye on all of these. You won't have any time to do any building yourself.
No, I'll have to load all of these on a monitor and do them as a screensaver, I think, and have it up when I'm building. Richard Copeland has recently finished his Churchill Mark IV by the AFV Club. Figures are Bronco and Mini Art. Oh, God, that's nice.
That is.
Isn't it? Super clean. Yeah, I like that.
Never really been a fan of the Churchill tank, but that does look nice.
It's done in a nice way, you know. There's a bit of weathering on it. Again, nothing too bad, nothing too much, and the model does the talking, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Yeah, I'm like, I tell you, there's some real bloody talented builders, isn't there, mate? We are privileged, aren't we?
We are. We are privileged and we are blessed that people are willingly and happily posting their work.
Oh, yeah. I know people probably, you know, the sceptical ones would probably think that we're blowing smoke up people's backsides. But,
no,
mate, you know, I am a firm believer in, you know, let's get as many people in the community involved and their work seen on as many of these platforms as we can. And when people are doing work of this standard, I am going to be a fanboy and tell them how I feel, which is I love the work.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's hello. It's a bit more of that.
Oh yeah, we got a bit of the old box art up there, Dave. See that? I mean, look at that. How quirky does that look?
I like that.
Yeah, I think your wages are looking like they're going to Panda.
I could possibly make a purchase.
I mean, I'm looking at that shape and all of that, and it's just got that apocalyptic look about it.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily thinking of doing it in the box way, but
yeah, you're like me. Box art, box art, Dave. Yeah, I tend to put the box art underneath so that I can't see it and just do it my way. Lewis shared a link on the 12th of June there. Come and join the Monday fun. Watch two professional modelers showing Dad how it's done. Good man. Yeah, sadly I missed it, mate. I was fast asleep in the land of Nod because, yeah, I've been sleeping odd hours again. Ooh. There's Archie's little corner of his trench there taking shape.
That's nice. I like.
Again, there's something poignant, isn't there, about a trench? I had this when I did my World War One dio with the Mao tank and the British and the German infantry having a bit of a go at each other over the trenches. And you're sitting there and you're building it. And I know it's a model kit and a diorama, but suddenly the poignancy of what you're creating hits you, doesn't it? And you're like, I don't know whether you do it, but you take a moment and think, don't you, of people that have fallen in the past in battle and that, and you're like, yeah, respect.
Because I did Masterbox. You know, they got Masterbox have got I think about 4 or 5 figures in a trench.
Yes.
And I quite happily put the trench together, and I did the figures separately, and then I put the figures into the trench, and I sat back, and then all of a sudden it hit me like I just slammed into a brick wall as to what I'd done. You know, it just took a moment out of me, and I just thought, you know, that's yeah. And I enjoyed doing that one, but yeah.
Oh, I stand corrected. Their model making truckers saying it's this Monday, Cole. Yeah, learn to read out loud, Festa. Look at the date, mate. I will endeavour, mate, to pop a log on and give you a viewing, mate. Sorry, Dave?
What time are they broadcasting?
3 p.m, mate. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look, it says there the 15th of the 6th.
Yeah, 3 p.m. I'm going to miss it because I'm going to be at work.
Yeah. come and join the Monday fun, blah, 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 mate. Yeah, I'll come and join it. I'll come and sit there and say hello, mate.
Yeah, you'll have to say hello for me, Cole.
But yeah, it's Jemima Puddle Duck is finally completed. Look. Oh. See, we're turning into a couple of old softies now, aren't we? And I love seeing different creativity. My missus does cross stitch and that. I don't know how they do it. Got the patience of a saint. Because I know that needle, I'd end up probably.
I'd have perforated fingers. I know that.
Yeah, I'd have cross stitched my own thumb to the material. I am that clumsy. Oh, and it's Jemima Puddle Duck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What can I say? Yeah, model making trucker saying, yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, no problem at all, mate. The more the merrier, mate. Frankie's going night shift, 3 out of 7. Oh, bless him.
Dear,
Power is leaving
feeling
him.
pain.
Yeah, Power's leaving him gently. This might help him feel better. Pasta, Indian style, tomato sauce with coriander and parsley and parmesan cheese in his belly. On the bench, flesh tones for his lady. Yeah. Poor old Frankie on the night shift. I did 14 years of night work, mate. And yeah, going on your annual leave and that, it would take you a week to get your body clock back onto days. And then you'd think, I've got to be back on nights again next week.
Yeah, I did nights when I was on the railway, and it always used to knock me for 6.
Yeah, I did nights for a company. I can't really go into details what we did back then because, Secrets Act and all of that creeps in, and it's like, Steve Beanie, come join us for some banter and chat this Saturday evening, which was the crash that was on last night.
Yeah.
If you didn't manage to make it last night, then feel free to pop over and watch it back. And remember, thumbs ups and likes and that, they all help because it puts us up the rankings on the Google searches and YouTube searches. So again, if I could ask politely in the chat, if you give us a thumbs up, it helps boost our search ratings and gives us a bit more recognition for what we're trying to do as channels, etc. So it all helps. Steve Mundy there, look at that. I didn't actually see what it was. Prime time on the water pistol spaceship and snuck the Narwhal dropship into. I'm going to nod like I know what you're on about. I'm sure the guru will educate me in what I'm looking at, but I'll tell you something though, Dave.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at, but I like it.
That is a crisp bit of moulding, isn't it, mate?
It is.
Aye, Golden Bennett.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I like it. But don't ask me why I like it.
Again, is it a genre that we're missing out on here? You know what I mean? It's one of them, innit? I'm more into the machinery, the mechanical quirkiness of the machinery than painting dudes and stuff, because I couldn't do that. I mean, I had to paint however many bus seats I had to do for the London bus, and you know what it's like with repetitive stuff. You get fed up with it, don't you? And so I couldn't sit there and paint an army. I couldn't do it.
No.
So yeah, I don't know how I would get round that, but I could do the vehicles quite happy.
Ooh.
Aidan Barber says currently working on the Punisher figure so that the Punisher War Machine armor are ready for him to build the rest of the diorama. Happy days. Again, something different. Cynical Steve saying, yeah, it's just another kit bashed flying tank. Mate, you are a genius. And that spaceship, Dave, was made from water pistols, mate. I mean, ding dong.
I'm going to pack my bench up now then.
Wow. Quano Man saying, yeah, thumbs up. He's giving us pages loaded. Yeah, still not pretty enough for me to give you a snog. Sorry, buddy, laugh out loud. Yeah, I've got a face like a smacked arse, mate. That's what my mum says. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Model officer. He's watching from his hammock in the garden. Now that, mate, is well deserved.
It's just wrong.
Hey, mate, he's earned that right. He's done his show. It's out in the hammock, mate. Good luck to him. We're not far off of putting our feet up, really.
No, that's true.
You know, that's what we do, mate. As Nat Williams' Wolves, I do like them.
Yeah. I like that. There's something about that.
That really is very poignant, isn't it? I keep looking at that, and it is. I mean, pound burger there, Dave.
Oh, no.
Let's have a little scrolly pops further down to see if we've got any new stuff creeping in. That's the Lego we've had a little looky-loo at. Cute factor. We got to show a cute factor, haven't we? Look, I mean, come on.
Factor again. Oh,
you know, Dave, what can I say? Oh, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen. I know.
Yep.
It will make its weekly appearance.
Yep. Be wrong if it didn't.
Oh yeah. Got figures going on here. Oh, that's different, isn't it? Raging Modeler. Look at that. Oh wow.
Is that 4 pints in a packet of crisps, please, mate?
I like that. Again. Just.
Yeah, I know. I like that.
Yeah, isn't it? Oh. Archie and crashed planeage.
Oh. Yeah. Where did that come from?
This is in the album, mate. This is in the. I tend to do like the individual posts that are on the page, and then I go into the photos album and have a look in there and see what people are putting there as well. And it is, oh man, I like all of this. Oh,
hello.
Oh, pancakes. Dutch pancake edition. Oh my God, he's put a Dutch word in. Oh no, Fox ain't in, is he? Shall I have a go?
You can have a go if you like.
Poffagetsies. Yeah, that'll do.
Red berry puree. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Raging Models. Yeah, there is another picture he did of them in. He just after I did the eyes, looking about, knocking about in the file, in the photos, and Fox was in. He's rolling on the floor laughing. Yeah, don't tell TK Fox because he's gonna unfriend me and report me to Facebook and YouTube for insulting the beautiful Dutch language, mate. Yeah. Oh, someone doing a James Bondy type build there. Matt Bradford. He's got an idea for a diorama. He's got a Lotus Esprit and the Bell Jet Ranger. Oh, yes.
I think, that's... Yes, I kind of think I know the scene that's going to be.
Yeah, I think that's what he was on about after he'd done the eyes. Yeah, there you go. Pretty good attempt at eyes. Yeah, he's getting there. Yeah, I saw someone that did. You remember I very nearly landed that Lotus Esprit submarine variant, wasn't it? The underwater.
Yes.
And I saw someone had done that as a underwater resin pour. And mate, I'll hunt the photo of it down. and it's stunning. This is the sub me and Mike Mountain built, which is the 1/4 scale Revell offering. And as you can see, Dave, it turns out a really nice kit.
Yeah,
and he's done it the same way as I've done mine. He's put the red edging on to look like an engineer's cutaway, and yeah, it comes up.
Yeah, a bit like a museum piece.
Yes. Yeah. And I like that because, yeah, when I did mine, I thought I'll put the red edging on it and it all. Because one of the first things I did when I was learning car mechanics as an apprentice doing your college, you was given an old engine and you had to do one of these, cut the engine block as if it was an engineer's cutaway, you know, and I thoroughly enjoyed doing it, you know. And if you get this kit, Dave, I know you'll enjoy it, mate. Yeah, brings back good memories, that, mate. It was a good build. A bit of Lego going on there and a nice bit of dragonage in the background there, Dave.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, very nice.
I like that. My dragon hasn't taken off. If anything, my dragon's landed and it's gone splat.
Yeah, is it still sitting there collecting dust? Is it? You're getting back?
Yeah, I kind of lost my way on what I want to do with it at the moment. So I think I might just
put it to one side until you rediscover it, mate. Isn't it?
Yeah.
That was Archie's plane. There's Philip Pash has put his one up.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice, isn't it? Coming in over the white cliffs there by the look of it, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you know, nice little seascape going on. Tells its story, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Oh. Again, there's a poignancy, isn't there, to anything that you see created, and you're like, yeah. God, there's some talent there. There really is.
I like the way he's done the flame ball underneath.
Yeah, it's just subtly done, isn't it? I thought you would enjoy this one because, yeah. Oh, Steve Mundy with his water pistols. I love how he does it, Dave. I mean, look at that. Toy water pistol.
Yeah, but who would have thought of using water pistols?
And we're sitting there going, oh, yeah, that's really, really beautiful moulding on that kit. And it's like a couple of water pistols that he's put primer on. And it's like, it gets the brain going, doesn't it?
You know, he's the sort of bloke that's going to be sat there thinking, right, what can I get those two on this time?
Yeah, but mate, long may he continue because honestly, I mean, I look at the greebles I've got in my greebly box that are just sat there, and I'm like, you see stuff like this, and you think, yeah, it's different, isn't it? That's Archie's trench dio in its very early stages. I've been watching this one with a close eye, you know, and it is one of them, you know, trying to get a trench right is tough, and it sometimes can be the most simplest of details that you overlook. I did it with mine, where I've got my mail tank going over the trench. Sard kindly pointed out, he said, oh, you know, there would have been a bit of dirt on the floor where that tank smacked. I'm like, bloody hell. That's an eye for detail, you know.
The only thing that I can think of at the moment is where he's got the slats on the floor.
Yes.
Maybe the edges need to be a little bit dogged where boots have fallen.
Yeah, but don't forget this was its very early stages before the weathering and that. So yeah, probably go over it like you say, nick the edges with a knife and a bit of
It doesn't need to be massive. Just the odd one or two bits here and there.
Yeah, I mean, I did mine. I did sort of gravel, wet weather puddles, almost as if dirt would have been washed away and stuff would have been moved about and that, you know. But yeah, all bit of dinner.
Food.
Bless him. Hopefully he'll be off the night shift soon. Nim is asking, has anyone built this kit? I'm tempted to get it and recreate a scene from MASH. Never worked with resin, so I'm wary to say the least. If there is a plastic version of this, that would be great too. I've not seen the plastic variant. I suppose you could get a Jeep and extend it and scratch build it, but the thing with resin, Nim, is like I do when I sand it, use a good respirator, ventilated space, clean up or have a damp cloth that you do your sanding on. That's what I do. I go out to the sink, I wet a cloth and wring it out so it's damp, and I lay it on an old cutting mat. So when I'm sanding, the resin falls on the damp cloth. I've got a respirator on, but it is that resin dust that you want to be careful of. And obviously don't rub your eyes when you're sanding resin in case you've got particles on it. But to work with, it is a wonderful medium, and it does come up well. And dare I say it, for $30, you've got a very, very nice piece there that, that'll turn out a really good model. So I don't know of a plastic equivalent, if I'm honest. Someone in the chat might.
No, I'm just having a look on eBay now.
But Scalemates might do a look. If you have a look on Scalemates and do a search, but I'm amazed at how he makes these little things out of these little machine guns. It's very interesting to see. I still think this bloke's Bill Clinton. This was one from last week that I showed Lewis's figure painting that he's doing.
Yeah, Bill Clinton.
And I was convinced they actually modelled the model on Bill Clinton. Just looks like him from a certain angle. Let's have a little scroll down. I think that's that reasonably up to date there. Yeah, that was the Lego houses. Did we show this one at all, Dave? I'll just go back to the beginning shots of it. There you go. I can't remember whether we showed.
No, I don't think we did.
Leisha Cook. It's from the 7th of June, so that's what, last week. So it probably come through after the show. So
might have missed it.
Welcome Leisha Cook to the group. Welcome Leisha. Welcome aboard. And yeah, it's looking like she does a lot of the scratch building as well, Dave. Yeah.
Is it? Excuse my ignorance, but is it plastic or is it card? Or
it looks like that very stiff card you get, a bit like the paper modeling medium. And yeah. I tell you something, that is nice, isn't it?
I'm liking what I see.
I'm glad I scrolled further down and saw that. That is quirky, isn't it? It's different again.
Yeah, different.
Again, a different skill set. But again, it's eye for detail, isn't it?
No, I like that.
I'm looking at that. I think she scratch built this out of stuff as well. Holy moly!
She's made her own tree. She's done something that I've never managed to do, and that's make a tree myself.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Because again, you can have different things in the dio, can't you? Props to you, Leisha. Thanks for sharing that. I like that. That's beginnings of her making her tree there, Dave, out of twisted wire and stuff. Oh, bloody hell. Keep them coming, Leisha. There's a talent there that we should see. That was us up to date with the Mustang from last week. And I'll see whether there's any more albums. Scale Model Vamp has got 210 photos in his album now. You need to go and have a look at this guy's work. I must admit, Vampy does some good stuff. A lot of Warhammer, He's got his cars there. So as you can see, there is a huge variety, and I will make a point, Vamp, of spending a lot more time in your album next week. But we've got 10 minutes.
Yeah. Who was the one that was after a plastic 35th scale Jeep?
Nim Sheridan. Are you putting a link in the chat, are you, mate?
I am.
Oh, you legend. So keep an eye out for that, Nim. There's a link coming up in the chat. There's ones that have caught my eye. Look at that. Nice little flame job he's done there. Aye. Oh, look, there's a McLaren, Dave.
McLaren. Oh, yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, Sarge is giving me that look again, isn't he?
Yeah.
So definitely, Vamp, I'm going to come and visit your album next week, mate, and show a lot of this off, mate, because, yeah, there's a lot there, and I don't think 10 minutes of time is going to do you any justification, mate. And I would rather people get to see a lot more of what you're doing. Bit of a chameleon job going on there with the paint. Yeah, I like his use of the chameleon paint, having gotten into it myself, you know, and he's not shy in recreating old and modern classics, but doing some really nice paint. I mean, I'm looking at that, and that colour coordination just works for me. And I like that. I like that a lot. And he's down in sunny old South Africa, I hope, mate. And I hope you're keeping well down there, Vamp. And the current situation that is going on around us is not impacting you too much down there, mate. And that you're safe and well and enjoying 3D printing, I hope. Yeah, I like that green and purple. That is beautiful. And I think that was a floor accident. But he had just lacquered a car and dropped it. And yeah, the contents of his carpet adhered to the car, and I think he kind of done it as a junker in the end because it was beyond salvaging. But knowing Vamp, he'll probably Dettol it at some point and start again, because he's not shy in getting a kit that he's worked on before and slapping it in Dettol and reworking it.
I've posted the link up for them.
Oh, brilliant! Well done, mate. Is that in the group? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's in the chat on the.
Oh, on the stream, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah. Yeah. So that's I'll keep him
it's
pleasantly surprised.
a bit of a basic one, but with a bit of scratch building, she should be able to go in the direction she wants.
And I think to round off, we'll have another visit of Connor's Corner, because it's, you know, it's all about his plane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no worries, Nim. I hope that works out for you.
And his bus there. Oh, chuffed to bits with that, mate, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to leave the gallery with my old friend. You know me, mate. Yeah, I can't help it, can I? You know what I mean?
There's the rabbit.
Come on, folks. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I can't do gallery and not have the rabbit. I'm sorry, I can't. You know.
No. It's got to be done.
Yeah, it's all about the rabbit. Again, I would love to say many thanks for sharing all your work with us. I honestly am truly privileged to have shown that. Shoved my hat back on because of the white balance there. Honestly, we're so lucky, mate, aren't we?
We are. It's I really don't know what to say. You know, everybody does such lovely stuff.
Oh yeah, Yeah, honestly, truly privileged to have shown all of that, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, Foxy's saying, yeah, it's his favourite. Model making mayhem. It's all about the rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's also saying there, my missus gave me the Fiat today. She was on a proper stream and vent, and I was all a wibble. Nimmy saying thanks, Dave, by the way, for the link. And for those that want
That's all right.
to know the link, have a little looky-loo on that link there. And that'll help you out, Nim. And obviously post the pics of the build as it's going on, and we will air your wares, so to speak. Definitely. Anything in the chat that I need to see? Let's have a little scrolly pops.
I think we're
Fox is mocking my Dutch by the look of it. What does that say? Is that the same word? It is, isn't it? He's taking the mick out of me, isn't he, to get? Propagitzy diseasey. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, Mike saying, yeah, enjoyed that sub 2. Great memories. Yeah, it was a really good build, mate. And you went on, if I'm right, didn't you go on to get the bigger sub, Mike?
I think he did,
didn't
he?
Yeah, am I confusing myself here? Did you get the same one as Ted did, the big sub? Can't honestly remember. But, yeah. Model Officer saying, is that the foot-long sub? Yeah, it's the Revell 144 scale U-boat 20, whatever it was called. And it's the cutaway one. And I put the off-white LEDs in the back of it just to give it a little bit of a museum stance. And then put some N-gauge railway figures, you know, of that size equivalent of 1/4. I got some railway crew and, how can we say, germified them into submarine crew. Raging Modeler is wrapping up with, just posted a close-up of the finished eyes on that figure. Yep, we showed that. Yep. Edward Leonard is saying, good morning, folks. Morning, Edward, in your neck of the woods, mate. Hope you're safe and well. Raging Modeler's got a good question. I need to know how that fire was done. I want to do it for a dragon. Is it an LED in cotton wool and wire mesh, isn't it?
I've no idea. I know some people actually paint it in and do it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw a Japanese guy did one where the plane crashes on the aircraft carrier, and he built the smoke up with a bit of wire mesh and then cotton wool, but had tiny little LEDs in there, giving like the reds, the yellows, the orange colours of along the smoke, and it was so real, absolutely stunning. Model making mayhem, Sergeant Bones, or the devil he may take you, or is it your money or your life? Common Road is saying that he looks forward to the show. Thank you very much, mate. It means a lot. It's at the end of the day, it's your show. I know I keep saying it, and Dave keeps saying it, but you know, it's not about me and him. It's about you guys. That's the only reason I sit here. Is I have this compulsive urge. I'm lucky enough that people send me their photos, but I have this compulsive urge to give something back to the community, and be it through what I do or Dave does. We do that on our channel, but I just like to let other people see your work. And if you're not YouTubers, perhaps nudge you in the direction of, we'll start a channel, have a go at filming, have a, you know, it's, yeah.
Do it.
I think, Fox is now saying, I want a foot long with the meatballs and the steak. Mate, it's all about the pound burger, Fox. And now, knowing you, you'll get one. I'll bet you.
He's probably got 2 now already.
And yeah. Could you eat 2 of them, one after the other?
Fox could.
I think he would have a damn good go, and you wouldn't see him for a week because he's got one of those big Shaggy out of Scooby-Doo bellies that he's got his arms round, and it'll be, Mum! Oh!
Oh, we can do much again.
Yeah, Wibble!
Yeah. Challenge accepted. Oh, he's going to go for it. Yeah,
Absolutely. Well, Dave, I think it's that time where we need to vacate so that the lovely viewers can go and have themselves a comfort break, a cup of tea, and make themselves something to eat ready for the guru coming up, I do believe, at 3 o'clock. So I'd just like to take this opportunity of, yet again, thank you all for tuning in, joining us and keeping us to Reprobate's company. I'll put him on the full screen so he can say his goodbyes.
Yep. Once again, thank you everyone for sending in your photos. It's been great fun going through them. From me, just thank you very much. Stay safe, and I will see you next week.
Absolutely, mate. Cheerio, mate. And from me, Festa 67. Again, thank you all. Privileged to show your work. And join us two idiots next week for another Sunday brunch.
Stay safe.
Stay safe, folks. Bye-bye.